Good morning students. I am Susmita Nanda, lecturer in Computer Science and Engineering Department. Today's our topic is client-side scripting with JavaScript. So, in last class we already discussed about what is the scripting language and what is the JavaScript and variables of JavaScript. So, today we are going to discuss the arrays in JavaScript. So, JavaScript arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable. Okay, an array is a special variable which can hold more than one value at a time. Syntax is var. Var is the keyword for the declaring variable. Array underscore name. This is the name of array and this is the array's value. Item 1, item 2. For example, var is the keyword, cards is the array name and these are the item, SAP, Volvo, BMW. So by using this var keyword and by using or following this procedure, we are declaring arrays in JavaScript. Next is conditional statements in JavaScript. So already we know in different programs, if else and switch case are the conditional statements. Okay, so let's see what are the conditional statements using in JavaScript. In JavaScript, we have the following conditional statements. Use if to specify a block of code to be executed if a specified condition is true. Use else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false. So for the one conditions, if the condition is true, then if code the condition is true and in the else code the condition is false. Use else if to specify a new condition to test if the past condition is false. In programming, if there is or there was two or more than two conditions are present, we have to use if else. Next is switch case. Use switch to specify many alternative blocks of the code to be executed. When many conditions or many blocks are arising, we better to follow avoiding else if, better to follow the switch case. So if, else, else if and switch. Like other programming language, JavaScript also following the same conditional statements. Let's see if statement. Use the if statement to specify a block of JavaScript code to be executed if a condition is true. Let's see syntax. If condition, block of code to be executed if the condition is true. Next is else statement. Use the else statement to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is false. Syntax. If condition, then block of code to be executed if the condition is true, and this block of condition is executed if the condition is false. This is the if else condition. Else if statement, more than one condition. Use the else if statement to specify a new condition if the first condition is false. We go for the second condition. This is the syntax for declaring the else if. If condition 1, block of code to be executed if condition 1 is true. Else if condition 2, block of code to be executed if the condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. Last one is else, block of code to be executed if the both the condition 1 and 2 is false. Then else block will be executed. So by using this syntax, we are declaring else if statement in JavaScript. Next is switch statement. Use the switch statement to select one of many code blocks to be executed. Syntax, switch. Expression, we have to put here what is the condition, means what is the expression, what is the statement. Next, different cases is there. Case X, code block will be execute. Next is break. Case Y, this code block is execute. Next break, then is default. If all the cases be going to be false, then default, this code block is execute. So this is the procedure, this is the syntax of the switch statement. So there are 4 if, else, and switch. 4 conditional statements we are using in JavaScript. Next, go for the loops. What are the loops in JavaScript? JavaScript supports different kinds of loops: for, while, do, while as the other program. So for loops through a block of code a number of times. While loops through a block of code while a specified condition is true. Do while also loops through a block of code while a specified condition is true. So let's see how the for loop is declaring. This is the syntax for the for loop. For statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3, the code is executed if these statements are following or execute. First is statement 1 is executed one time before the execution of the block. This is the block, and before the execution of the code block, statement 1 is executed. Statement 2 defines the condition for executing the code block. This is the defining the condition, and this is executing every time. So statement 1 is executed one time. Statement 2 is the condition if the condition is satisfying, and statement 3 is executed every time after the code block has been executed. So this is the syntax for the for loop. Next is while loop. This is the syntax for the while loop. While condition is putting here, if the condition is true or if the condition is satisfied, then the code block is executed or the loop is coming back. Okay. Next is do while. Let's see do while. The do while loop is a variant of the while loop. This loop will execute the code block once. Before checking if the condition is true, then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. So do code block is you execute, and while. So first execute this condition, then it will become to the this, and when the condition is going to be true, the loop is continuing or executing. So these are the different loops: for loop, while loop and do while loop that we are using in JavaScript. Let's see what is DOM, Document Object Model. Let's see what is Document Object Model. When a web page is loaded, the browser creates a document object model of the page. The HTML DOM model is constructed as a tree of objects. With the object model, JavaScript gets all the power it needs to create dynamic HTML. The DOM is a W3 World Wide Web Constraint standard. The DOM defines a standard for accessing documents. The W3 document object model is a platform and language neutral interface that allows programs and scripts to dynamically access and update the content, structure and style of a document. The W3 DOM standard is separated into 3 different parts. These are the following parts: core DOM, XML DOM and HTML DOM. Let's see what is core DOM. Standard model for all the document types. Okay. XML DOM, standard model only for the XML documents, and HTML DOM, standard model only for the HTML documents. So this is the document model. When the web page is loaded, automatically the browser create an page which is known as the document object model. So these are all about the object model. So in this video we know what is the different condition statements we are using in JavaScript, what are the different loops we are using in the JavaScript, and what do you mean by the document object model. Thank you.